Good morning.
Good morning. Good
How
morning.
are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
No problem. All right. Like I always do with everybody, I tell them in the beginning that this is the Envision Your Vision interview. And in this interview is to talk to influencers, entrepreneurs, business owners, whatever it is that you do. And these are for people that I believe have envisioned their vision, which they took what they saw and what they believe that they can do, and they brought it into fruition. And now they're working towards it. And you, of course, you are a great candidate for that because of what you've been working on. And I would love people to hear your story. Okay.
My name is Nancy Alexis. I am a computer science major,
Hmm.
um, born and raised in Florida, and I am the founder of Kinky Curls Bliss.
All right, nice. All right. So, Nancy, I know you're a little nervous, so wiggle with me, wiggle, wiggle. Get all the jitters out. Get all the jitters out.
I'm
Because even though I know you might be nervous, I think you are doing a phenomenal job. And that's why I want to interview you and talk to you. So, I want this to be as open and as comfortable as possible. Okay. So, just tell us a little bit more. Like, do you have any siblings? And you already said where you're from, correct?
yes, Florida, born and raised.
Mm-hmm. And any
I do
siblings?
have siblings. I have a brother, and I
Mm-hmm.
have two sisters um,
Oh,
that are
I
older.
didn't know that.
All my siblings are older than me.
Oh, okay, so you're the youngest. All right, that's even better. We're the youngest. We do things differently, okay? We do things
Save the last
differently.
for best, right? The best for last.
Exactly. Come
Exactly.
high five it. All right. So, in your opinion, because I love talking about vision, that is kind of like the my purpose and my mission. I love talking about vision, talking to others about it, making sure that they have a vision for their life. That means that they have a strategic plan, they have an idea, a directive. So, for you, if you were going to give a definition in your own words, what would you say vision means to you?
um, I would say it's a purpose. I think you stated that earlier. It
Hmm.
is a purpose. I think someone can have more than one vision. It's
Come
not
on.
secluded to only one.
Yep.
Um, it's like a goal that you're working on. Because you can have a vision and it be blinded because you're
Yeah.
not working on it. So it's just for me in two words, it's a purpose and a goal.
I like that. I like that you said, and you're working towards it. People fail to realize that when they have a vision, they don't need to work. In
Yeah.
order to make it true, you have to be working. So, right now, since we're talking about working, can you please tell us all the work it took with Kinky Curly Bliss? And then even tell us the vision that you have for it.
Mhm. Well, Kinky Curls Bliss started. We are in 2021, around I would say 2018, but it was small. No, I didn't know it was going to be Kinky Curls Bliss. I didn't know I was going to sell it on the market or even be in a store. That's
Right.
not the vision I had for it then. Was a smaller vision. It was a lesser life,
But
right?
tell me, like, when you say lesser, like, how did you see it? You were just doing what?
I was just selling. I was doing products for myself, and
Mm-hmm.
I was just giving it out to friends, selling it out to friends, and then that's all was my plan. My
Mm-hmm.
plan was just to sell it to my friends, and that's it. And
Okay.
people kept on coming back, and I'm like, okay, I gave it to them. Still had that same vision. And then in 2020, all
Mm-hmm.
this pandemic happened, and everything that was going on. I'm like, wow, like you can really lose your job in any moment,
Yeah.
in any moment. But if you have something of yourself, if you have something that's yours, then no one can take that away from you.
Come on.
That's when the idea of having a business, selling it out to people online and other people, except for my family and friends,
Mm-hmm.
that's how that grew.
Oh, okay. So how was that? How was it starting a business during a pandemic? Was it scary, nerve-wracking? Did you ever feel a little doubtful?
I did feel doubtful because of people losing their jobs and things of that nature. Um, I was like, maybe I'm starting maybe I should wait.
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't start at the beginning. I kind of waited because people were losing their jobs, like I said earlier, and I was like, maybe that could affect me having my own business, because if consumers are not able to buy, then I'm
Yeah.
just products, and I'm unable to sell it.
Yeah. And I like that you were already thinking about the future. You're already thinking that, hey, I need to create something that belongs to me,
Mm-hmm.
because we all have careers. I also have my career and I work. And at the end of the day, that's someone else's vision that you're helping build. That's someone else's idea that they are working towards, and you're helping them work towards it. So
Exactly.
I like that you decided, like, you know what, even though we're in a pandemic, even though I don't really know how this is going to go, I still want to put my foot down on something that belongs to me. So I think that's really good. Um, Before I keep going, I want people to know, like, how old are you, Nancy? Let the people know.
I am 23 years old.
Girl, let them know you are a
I'll be 24
23-year-old
in March.
entrepreneur.
Okay, 24 in March.
But it's good that you are 23 and you started your business, even though you didn't know how it was going to turn out. But it's so beautiful that you are starting now, because in years to come, if you keep doing what you're doing, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Trust me. Um, so there's this verse that is in the Bible, and it's in Proverbs, and it says that a man's gift make room for them. Do
Mhm.
you believe right now what you're doing with your business? Do you believe it's making room for you?
I believe it's starting to make room for me. Yes.
Do you want to expound a little? Because I really want to talk about how you got your product in stores. So,
Um, like I said, my products are making room for me
hmm,
because, like I said in the beginning, I was only doing it for myself and the people around me.
yeah,
Now I'm able to reach other women and women and girls who can use my products, because
yeah,
now that I made it more um, not global, but on the internet where
yeah,
everyone can see it.
hmm,
Um, Now I'm able to expand. I'm not only in my house, I'm also in a store. It's called Onyx in Tallahassee. So it is
woo,
making room for me. It's
hmm,
not, the room is not yet full,
yeah.
but I have a room. You know.
That's really good. So, talk to the people a little bit about the products that you have right now. Like, when you started, did you start with one product?
Yes, I started with the butter only.
Mm-hmm.
That was in 2018, and then when I started the business, I started with 2 butters and an oil. The oil
Mm-hmm.
is the money maker, okay? The oil is the bomb, okay? Yeah, I started with those three, and then now I have the shampoo, the conditioner, and I'm working on something else right now. So I have
Ooh, secret.
five products in total right
You have a secret, and we ready.
now.
Okay, so I want to know. All right, so you went to school for computer science, right? And now you have this idea like, hey, I'm just trying to grow my hair and do what's healthy. And then this happens. So my question to you, like, did you ever have an affinity or a love to like mixing products and making hair products? Like, was that something that you already had a love for, or you just, it fell in your lap?
Yeah, remember, like I said in 2018 when
Hmm.
I initially started, but that was just for me. I started making hair products for me because I've always, since I was a child, I always loved natural hair, and I've always loved long hair. But I
Hmm.
did have a perm, and back then natural hair wasn't as popular as it is today.
Yeah.
So when I had my perm, I thought I was all that, when I'm walking, when I'm walking, the wind is blowing your hair and stuff like that. So I did stick with processed hair, but that wasn't my love.
Hmm.
My love was for natural hair. So I went natural, and then I couldn't really take care of it. There was not a lot of products back then. There was not a lot of products back then, and I didn't know how to properly take care of my hair. So I did ended up going back to perm. and then I hated it. I don't know what happened. It
Mm-hmm.
was that little 2 years I had to be full on natural. I hated when I went back. And then you know what? And then after a year later, I went back to being natural, and that's when more products were being tailored to me.
Yeah.
And I could see like the YouTube videos and other people how they took care of their hair, and I was able to do that for myself as well. But something that I was lacking was moisture. That's where the butter came in,
Yeah.
because I was lacking retaining moisture in my hair, which made it brittle and fragile and able to break off.
Yeah.
So I made the butter, and that was
Mhm.
for my own self to
Yeah.
help me retain my length, and things of that nature. So that's when I made the butter,
Mm-hmm.
and then I made a big batch. So instead of keeping that batch, I gave it out to friends.
Right.
And then they started telling me, "Hey, we like it." They came back for more, and then that's how that came about.
And then the oil, since it's the money maker, that came after.
The oil came after, yes. Yeah.
So you're like a little chemist. I see what you're doing, girl.
Okay.
All right. So I know it's not easy having a business. I know that sometimes we kind of fall into certain ruts or situation. Um, do you think at any point, and you could be honest or just let us know how you feel about that, at any point, do you think there was any failures that you had to deal with or sacrifices that you had to make in order to even get to this point right now? And if there was no failures and sacrifice, what are some things that you had to learn? So I know that's a lot. So whichever.
Failures are learning processes, right?
Mm,
Failure is a way to learn sometimes,
come
because
on.
yeah, I would say there were a lot of failures, like when I was first starting off with making my products for myself,
Yeah.
before selling it, of course. When I was making the products for myself, a lot of testing and seeing what works and what doesn't work produced a lot of products that were not good enough in a standard that I saw for my business.
Yeah.
But it was a learning process. So I've learned from my failures. As far as sacrifices, um, I would my time, my time was more invested in myself rather than, like, friends and things of that nature. I
Yeah.
invested more time in myself.
That's good. I think we have to look at vision and look at the things that we want in life as an investment. We have to look at, okay, will I get a return back from what it is that I invested? Would I see what it is that I've always felt in my heart to be true? Will I see that come back? And I think that's something that people have to realize, that I love that what you said. Even in failure, I'm learning, it's all part of the journey. So I think it's really good that you talked about that, because we need to learn how to invest in ourselves. You didn't say invest in just, learning business. You said invest in yourself, because it first starts with you. So that's really good. I love that you said that. And I'm being nosy, but can I see some of the products? I see them behind you. Let the people see them.
So, like I said, this was the firstborn
Ooh.
original moisturizing butter. I don't want to open it.
Listen, in the future, when you grow, just put original right there. Just be like, oh, this is baby right here. But you're gonna get more.
Yeah, this is the original that I started off with. And like I said, these are the shampoo and conditioner.
Hmm.
These are the packaging for it.
I love that. So right now, everything is done at home.
Yes, everything is done at home, natural ingredients, vegan ingredients.
Hmm.
There's no chemicals, alcohol.
Hmm.
Um, Very natural.
That's really good.
Just
So how was it?
natural ingredients.
That's good. I was gonna ask you, how was it when you were starting the business and the packaging? Like, that's very beautiful packaging. Like, I love how your products look and how you market it. Was that easy in the beginning when you're like, all right, now I have a product. How do I brand this to be a part of? this business identity I'm creating?
Well, this is my second packaging. I did start off with something else,
Mm-hmm.
um, but then it kind of wasn't what I really want my business to look like. This packaging and how it looks now looks like what I want my brand to look like. Yes.
That's good. And I think it's very lovely. I really do. And I can tell in your professionalism how much you value what you're doing. I
Mhm.
think that says a lot about how people do work. They value what they're doing. So the way they do it, they make it look A1. So I love that. Um, Still in the motion of vision and this conversation, I believe that vision is a preview of purpose. I believe that everyone has a reason for being here, and then God will give people some vision just to give them a glimpse of what it is that they were set here on earth to do. Now, with doing right now your business, Kinky Curly Bliss, do you believe that you're getting a glimpse of your purpose?
I would say it's a glimpse. I feel like my purpose in general is to help people, whether it's just
Mm,
through care, financial, or just giving advice in general. I feel like this is just like a part of my purpose, not just the full on 100%. This is my purpose to make hair. No, but the overall is to help people, make them feel good about themselves and things of that nature.
I like what you just said. Okay, this is why I like it. Whoever's watching, I want you to understand why I like what she said. She didn't say her purpose, even though it's a glimpse and she's still figuring out, was to be a owner and to only do hair care products. The intent is to help people. And whether it comes in that form and other forms and it starts to transform, she's still doing what she believed God has put her here on earth to do. Now, that would be more like a mission because it's vague, but I do believe that you are getting a glimpse of understanding about who you are and why you are. So I like that you said that. I'm happy you didn't just say, well, I think my purpose is just to be a business owner, make this money, and that's it. So
There's
that's good.
there's more to it.
That's good. It's good that you're always constantly thinking about not just yourself, but how can what you have, the gifts that you have can help other people.
Yeah.
That's really good. Let me see. Are you oh, I did ask you this, but you won't tell us. I was gonna ask you, are you working on anything new? What can you tell us without telling everything?
I would say just expect more products.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, that's all I have to say. Just
That
expect
ain't
more
nothing.
products. I don't
That
have
ain't
a timeline. I'm not going to give out the timeline, but very soon, just expect more products from this five that is already here.
that ain't nothing. You ain't tell us nothing. Well, you seem very motivated and determined about what you're doing. Is there anybody that you look up to?
I wouldn't say a specific person, but in general, I look up to those who basically had nothing and made something for themselves and didn't allow that excuse of, oh, I didn't go to school or my family wasn't around, but actually made something for themselves, even
Yeah,
when it looked very ugly for them. It made
that's
some type of light for themselves.
that's
It
really
doesn't
good.
matter how you start, as long as you start. It doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as you start. It's you're gonna do something. It's a determination,
Hmm.
not your surroundings, but your determination that makes the difference.
That's true. That's good. Um, and lastly, because I know you have this degree in computer science, correct?
Yes.
Do you see how your degree has helped you in any type of way with building your business as far as your skill set?
Going from my website, that's all.
It's, it's something.
um, but going into computer science, like that, I you see, I didn't think I was going to do this. I was
Yeah.
computer science programming, and that's what I was going to do with my life. But God said no. He had something more in store for me.
Right.
So I have this now.
But this is why I asked you, because you said your website. At the end of the day, you still have a skill set.
Yes.
And whether you believe it or not, you can use it to benefit whatever it is that you're working on. And look at how you were able to market and able to create this website and, not having to outsource. So I do believe that some skill sets that we have create platforms for us. It may not be a complete passion, and it may not be something that we feel like, oh, God put me here to only do this. But it can at least still help us because you still have your job. It's still helping fund the vision, fund the promise, fund the idea and the goal. And we can lean on our professionalism and the career that we took on to still help make a difference in what we really care about. So, and I want to say that because your website looked good, girl. It looks good. It looks good. All right. So I think that's all the questions I have for you today. With regards with asking questions about how the pandemic is affecting Kinky Curly Bliss, how is that going? How would you say it's going?
How is the pandemic affecting it? I don't think. I think right now I'm doing well. I don't think the pandemic is really affecting me as of right now. I wouldn't say it's affecting me.
That's good. And I think because we live right now in a social media world, there's a lot we can get done on the website, on the web, on, just being electronic, period.
Yeah.
So I think it's good that you're still able to do something that you love, still able to talk to people and get it out there and stay motivated. So you are inspiration, and I hope whoever is watching this will see that age is nothing but a number.
Nothing but a number.
And you can do all things, okay?
My name is Nancy, and I envision my vision.
Good job. Good job. Good job.